Well, if I could have spent the full 30 minutes of this program talking about Ja Morant, I would have, because Tawana, I'm going to start with you on this one. You know how he's electrifying the city and is having the kind of impact that we rarely see. In fact, as Sam was saying during the break, maybe have never seen before in terms of the impact an athlete's had on the city of Memphis. You know, I think Jeff Calkins with the Memphians said it best. He said, it's not just that Morant is a superstar, it's that he is a superstar who fits in this place. And I think that's just crucial. He gets Memphis, his family has moved here, and people have just really warmed up to him.
Well, he is definitely a power source, but he knows where his real power comes from. When he was acknowledged for his greatness on the court, he acknowledged someone greater than him who gave him all of his skills and resources. But I want to say, too, that is why it is so good to have elected officials and community leaders who will look toward the future and help making Memphis a better place.
You were on the city council when Memphis had the tough decision. Are we going to help finance this FedEx Forum that everybody's talking about? Is it worth it? The money that's going to be spent handing everything over to an entity, a private entity, as is the Memphis Grizzlies, and a lot of controversy at the time.
At the time, it was a hot fire and everybody wanted to be out in the kitchen, but you had to do what you felt like was best for Memphis. And in the long run, it has proven to be one of my best votes. And even though we were threatened with removal from office and all of that, you have to have some vision and guts to make good decisions for your city.
Yep.
And that was a good one.
Otis, you're a season ticket holder. I'm short on time, but what an impact so far.
Oh, no question about it. And everything,
now that he's an all-star.
And everything that Tawan said is absolutely true. Kudos to the people who had the courage to do this, Richard. Yes, I'm all in on Ja Morant. I've got 2 Ja Morant jerseys. I have a Ja Morant hoodie. I'm all in on this young man because he is so humble, and he does get the attention that Memphis has never had from really any athlete that I know of in all of the years I've been around here. And the future is just great for him. And I just, you know, I applaud him, I applaud the team, I applaud the ownership, and we're in for some exciting times.
Yeah, it's hard not to.
That's right.
Not to have very high ambitions with this guy, watching him play.
Go Memphis.
That's right. And as the new guy on the block here, Sam, what are your thoughts? You're from the Northeast by birth, but I know you're big basketball fans and you're enjoying watching it.
As a big basketball fan, I'm kind of upset to hear that Otis is ahead of me in the Ja jersey count. I only have 1. Otis has 2. So I might have to walk from my office here at the Commercial Appeal and remedy that at the team store later this afternoon to catch up. But it's just what Tawan was just saying about how 20 years ago there was a decision made to fund an NBA arena. I think that shows the arc of decisions that are made, that they don't readily show themselves in the first 5 years. But 20 years later, we wouldn't be talking about Ja Morant if decisions weren't made at the turn of the 21st century. And so I think decisions that we make today, or that decision makers are going to make today, I think we can now guess that in 20 years, we might be someone else might be talking about those decisions.
That's right.
Well, you know, Calkins quoted Shaquille O'Neal in his column saying, he reminds me of Kobe. Talk about Mamba mentality. His mentality and Kobe's mentality are very similar. He knows he's the best player in the league.
Right.
The thing is, he may not necessarily know it inside. He's always struggling, even though he may be the best player in the league. Wants to always prove himself, and people love it.